Welcome back to Mindful Gains. I'm Bryce. Do you get stressed out during the holiday season? Well, if so, I'm going to teach you how to manage your stress so that it's not such a chore dealing with the holidays and you can actually enjoy yourself and not deal with so much anxiety and all the BS that comes with the holiday season. All right, let's get right into it. Tip number one, just accept that stress is a part of life and that it's just going to happen. Sometimes it's heavier than other times. Sometimes you can deal with it easier. But during the holiday season, it definitely just has that more heightened sense. And it just feels like a lot of pressure is on us to kind of make sure we get all the gifts that we need to get, make sure that we show up a certain way when we're interacting at family gatherings with people we haven't seen since last year. And that can be stressful. What you do with that stress, that's what's key. So just realize that, stress is going to happen no matter what. Even if the holidays aren't going on, you're going to be dealing with some stress some way, somehow. So just make sure that you accept and that you understand that, hey, it's just a part of the game. And I just have to make sure that I take care of myself so that I can handle this. Tip number two is to be easy on yourself. Don't strive for perfection. I think a lot of us, when we get around family, specifically for like Thanksgiving, we get into conversations with people and it's almost like we can feel like we're not doing enough with our lives. We feel a sense of judgment even with our family. We're not perfect. We may not be working the best job that we want to work, or we may not be in the nicest house that we want to be in. We try to make sure that we check every single box. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome to be able to provide for your family and be able to put that smile on the face of your children on Christmas Day. But I think a lot of us stress ourselves out to the degree of like, damn, if I don't get all this, then I'm almost a failure, or I didn't meet the needs of my kids or my significant other. It can beat us down a little bit more than it needs to. So the key is to just be easy on yourself. Understand that it's just the holidays, that if you don't meet every single goal, that you're less of a person, you're less of a parent, you're less of a partner. You're not, all right? So just be easy on yourself during the holiday season and beyond. This stuff that I'm sharing is not just for the holidays. It extends past the holidays, but because the holiday season can be so stressful and there's so much thrown at us, it just feels a lot heavier over the course of like those 3 months. Tip number four is to do something for yourself. Make sure you're getting your workouts in. Maybe you meditate. Maybe you want to take a yoga class. Make sure that you're doing something that promotes a positive mindset. If you work out through the year already before the holidays even get around, make sure you're still doing those things, especially during the holiday season, because that's when things get cranked up. That's when society and social media is throwing all this stuff at us like, buy this, do this, we got this on sale over here, make sure you get this for your kids. We can just get so overwhelmed with all that type of stuff. And it's very key to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, especially during the holiday season. Tip number five, be aware of your relationship with the holidays. Not all of us have positive experiences during the holidays. Like when we were growing up, it wasn't always, festive and happy and smiling and stuff like that. Some of us dealt with some nonsense during the holidays, and we may tend to associate those past experiences with our current experiences. So we need to be aware of what is our relationship with the holidays. Me personally, there was times when family members of mine, very close family members, got buck wild during the holidays, showed their ass. And as a child coming up and you see that type of stuff, those things stick with you. You remember those types of things, and it can almost dictate or play a role in how you're experiencing the holidays in that current state. But as long as you're aware of, this is how my relationship is with Christmas, or whenever I'm interacting with my family during Thanksgiving, I get super anxious, I get super nervous, I feel like I'm being judged. Just be aware of that, be mindful of that, because things that happened in the past, things that happened when you were a kid, yes, they happened, but we have to kind of accept that they've happened and they don't have to dictate how we operate in this current moment. We can navigate the holidays in a different way than what was presented to us when we had no control of our environment and our surroundings, if that makes sense. Tip number 6, make sure that you're getting good sleep. That good sleep is like the foundation for how we show up every day. So if you're operating off of 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep, if you stressing out because I got to get this gift, I got to get to the mall by this time to be able to get this, like it's going to be hard. So just make sure that you're getting your rest. Make sure you're getting quality foods. Make sure that you're still eating and doing the stuff that you do throughout the year, that you're definitely being intentional with it during the holiday season. Tip number 7, detach from those societal expectations. For example, when Black Friday comes around, we already know there is going to be so much pushed on us that we need to go buy. You need to be at the store at this time. We got all these types of sales and all this, and that's all cool. That's good. If you're looking to pick something up, that's probably the best time to try and grab it. But don't be so attached and confined to the idea that you need to be there spending your money. That's going to create more stress. Don't confine yourself to what you should be doing and what you're supposed to be doing. Do what works for you. Like I said, you don't have to be striving for perfection here. If you want to go buy yourself something or buy a family member something, by all means do that. But don't be so hard on yourself and so I need to do this, I need to get this, because I don't think we are aware of how much pressure the media and society puts on us. And it's like conditioned. This stuff has been put on us since we were little. So be mindful and be aware of how society plays into the holidays, because a lot of us get sucked into it. And before we know it, our mental is just chaos. So detach from those societal expectations as best you can. Tip number 8, know that your value does not come from how many gifts you provide for your family or what job you're currently in right now. So you got something to talk about at Thanksgiving. Know that your value is not dictated by that. You're still valuable no matter what job you're in. You're still valuable if you can't get every single gift that is being asked of you. Some of us can't even provide gifts for our family. Some of us might only be able to buy one thing. Just remember, you're still an awesome person and you're going through a stressful time of the year, and that you're just doing the best that you can, okay? Just know that your value is not dictated by what you can buy for other people. Tip number 9, plan ahead. A lot of us don't have the healthiest relationship with time. You put a lot of unnecessary pressure on yourself when you're waiting to the last minute to do things. Now you're trying to scrounge around and trying to find gifts that may not even be there anymore because people have already gotten to them. So make sure that you're planning ahead. Make sure you're writing things down. Hey, I'm going to hit this store, or I got to go pick up these groceries for this Thanksgiving dinner, or just plan ahead. You know, it only takes a few moments to just jot some things down so it's not all stuck up here. And then you're not all frantic trying to make sure that you're covering all bases. And all that's doing is adding more anxiety to you and putting more pressure on yourself that really doesn't even need to be there. So plan ahead. If you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you. If you're finding any value from these tips I'm providing, please subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, hit that bell notification so that you know when I provide more content like this. All right, let's get into the last final tip. Tip number 10 is to chill out. Not only chill out, breathe. Take a nice big deep breath. These 3 months are hectic for people. So just remember, you're doing the best that you can with the resources that you have. Nobody is perfect, and just breathe through it. It's all good. We're not gonna die. It's just the holidays, and we don't need to put so much stress on ourselves to be Superman or Superwoman. So just remember that. Just remember you're doing the best that you can. That's all that we can do. All right, and I think keeping all of those tips in the forefront once these holidays ramp up will allow you to be able to just kind of smoothly get through this time of the year. Because I know it's stressful. I deal with it myself. If this video provided you with any value, please check out some of the other videos on my channel. It's all personal development based. It's all about trying to maintain a positive mindset throughout this crazy life that we're trying to live. Check out the Facebook group. It's very small, but I'm trying to build a community of like-minded people that are just really into mindset and really into maintaining peace and tranquility and all that good stuff, because life is stressful And the more that we're aware of how stress affects us, the better we can navigate it. And that's what this channel is about. And if you're into that, please subscribe. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of my other videos. They'll pop up here in a moment somewhere. But y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.